Our beloved viewers, we want to thank God for His providence and goodwill towards us. But the Lord has always been so good unto us by providing what we eat and what we drink and what we wear for us. It is always His goodness and mercies and tender kindness that have sustained us up to this far. Our last video, we talked about the two types of cholesterol. That is the high density lipoprotein, which is the good cholesterol, nicknamed, and then low density lipoprotein, the bad cholesterol, nicknamed. We have already explained these two cholesterols, but there was this question about the arteries. Somebody wanted to know what the arteries are. So I just want to take some few minutes to explain what the arteries are and the work that it does in the human frame, in the human body. What it is that the arteries are part of the nervous system. When we talk of the nervous system, we have four different types of, let me put it, networks. I just want to be. It's like I want to be so simple for us to be able to understand what the nervous system is all about. The nervous system is about the networks of the vessels that runs through all the human frame, all the human body. So in the nervous system, we have four types of vessels, and one is the arteries. The arteries are the hemoglobin carrier. The hemoglobin, that is the blood that contains amino acids, fatty acids, oxygen, and glucose. These four elements combine to form the hemoglobin that move from the lungs up to the heart, for the heart to distribute to every part of the human body, and the vessels through which the blood is distributed by the heart to all the parts of the human body is the arteries. Apart from our hair, apart from the nails and the teeth where blood doesn't go, apart from these three parts of the human body, the rest of the human body contains blood, and blood flows through them. So blood can only go there or get to any part of the body through the medium of the arteries. That is one. Number two, we also have the capillaries. The capillaries are the vessels by which the food that we eat and the nutrients that we get from the food are absorbed through the capillaries into the blood. So when we eat carbohydrate, after digestion, we get the glucose. So the capillaries will then absorb the glucose from the small intestines and they send it to the blood and then down to the lungs. And then the protein that we eat will also then be digested and gives us the amino acids. And the amino acid will then be absorbed by the capillaries to the blood and to the lungs. And then the fats and oils will then be digested and give us the end product is the fatty acids. And the fatty acid will then be absorbed by the capillaries and they send it to the blood and down to the lungs. After these three nutrients or elements have gotten to the lungs will then add oxygen. So it becomes 4. So then we have the hemoglobin. So the hemoglobin that runs through the arteries before they can get to the lungs or the blood in the lungs, it has to pass through the arteries. That is the way that the arteries do in the human body. Then we have the veins. The veins are also the water carrier, especially water carrier, and even when the blood has finished its work and it is coming back to the lungs, it has to pass through the veins, and that is the work that it also does. And then the last one is the nerves. The nerves are the senses carrier. Anytime that something happens to us, something painful happens to us, maybe a nail choke us, and we have to get the sensation through the nerves. The nerves will have to send a message to the brain before we can feel the pain that something has happened to us. So these are the 4 vessels, and they come together to form the nervous system. And then that network of the nervous system has its connection. All the network are formed together in the brain, and it is from the brain that you get all the vessels as network through the entire human frame. So anytime that something happens, it has to get to the brain before we get all the sensations or all the responses that the body may have to get from what has happened to us, and it can all happen through this nervous system. Thank you very much. This is just a question that somebody asked to find out what the arteries are doing in the human body, and wanted to get a response to that. So we have also shared small knowledge about that. Thank you very much for being with us and always watching the videos, and always trying to share the videos, and always liking it, and also viewing it. Thanks so much. Thank you. God bless you wherever you are. Christ, for the sake of Christ, we are healthy, and we shall continue with this education and learning. So knowledge shared is knowledge learned. Goodbye.